Thank you very much. My name is Dr. Jacob Ngatia. I'm the Sanctuary Manager at Taita Hill Wildlife Sanctuary. And welcome to Taita Hills Wildlife Sanctuary reforestation site. This is a site that we've set aside for planting of trees or for the restoration of the habitat. And it is a project that we encourage each guest that visits any of our hotels to participate in. So every time a guest plants a tree, we generate an e-certificate whereby they are able to access and actually monitor or track the progress of their trees in terms of, in terms of the number of days that it's growing with other trees, and also the estimated amount of carbon that it has been able to offset from the environment. So we encourage every guest to participate in this endeavor, and it's actually free of charge. So anyone that volunteers to plant a tree registers at the Taita Hills Safari Resort and Spa lobby, whereby we have a registration desk, and they are able to enter their details, and then we arrange their planting of tree at this site. We have 3 sites at the moment, and one of them, most of the trees that were planted have already achieved the maturity stage. It's around 32.5 acres for the old reforestation site. And for these sites that are still on progress, one of them is 45 acres, and the second one is around 37 acres. So we are intending to plant around 40,000 trees. All of them are indigenous trees that we intend to plant. And they are carefully selected because we do not want to introduce new species. We only want to plant the species that already exist at this site or are known to have existed at the site. So we are doing this in close collaboration with the community by ensuring that we purchase the seedlings from the community. So in a way, we are also trying to improve the local economy. As you may be aware, we are contributing to the fight against the global climate change by trying as much as we can to reduce the carbon footprint. And aside from that, aside from the climate change, we're also trying to restore the habitats that had already been degraded. This area, if you were here maybe 20 years from now, 20 years back, it was totally different. It was mostly covered with the bushy, or rather the woody plants. But now, progressively, it has been converted into an open grassland. So most of the species happen to have left because of the habitat change. So we are doing as much as we can to ensure that we restore back the habitat, so that we are able to attract back the species that have already disappeared. And we've started seeing some positive impact. For instance, in the site that I mentioned, the old reforestation site, we've started seeing some species coming back. For example, the leopard has been sighted at the site a couple of times. So this is work that we hope will have a positive impact in terms of improving the biodiversity. The sites are within the sanctuary, and the sanctuary is a wildlife area. So being a wildlife area, the wildlife could easily get into the reforestation sites if it was not an enclosure. So we decided to put a solar-powered fence in all of the sites, and it has power throughout the day and throughout the night. So this prevents animals from breaching into the reforestation sites and allows the growth of the trees that have been planted therein. So in a way, we are trying to ensure that the work that we do, at least we get some benefits and some progress that is actually visible by ensuring that the fences have power. I think this is a proof that by having a restoration site, you are able to to revert back the ecosystem into how it used to be. And in most of the conservancies across the landscape, I believe the challenges are the same. The challenges that we've faced as Taita Hills Wildlife Sanctuary, the challenges are the same. So if they want to, to improve their habitats for wildlife, if they want to, attract more species, improve the biodiversity, this is an approach that they can borrow from. As I mentioned, we've seen some species coming back. So I believe even for the other conservancies that have, experienced episodes of, episodes of wildfires, episodes of, illegal logging, and other effects that tend to degrade the habitat. I believe by having a reforestation site, or a restoration site for that matter, could help in improving the biodiversity.